The recent success of Valentino has been due to the chemistry between two designers, but then those two designers went their own ways, and remarkably, they're both launching their new careers in Paris this week. Pierpaolo Piccioli stayed at Valentino, so he's the keeper of the flame. This gives us a golden opportunity to work out who actually did what at Valentino. Pierpaolo, this is the most interesting situation that you and Maria Grazia, having worked on Valentino, made Valentino what it is today, are now showing separately in your new positions. What has that meant for you, working on this collection on your own?
Yeah, this collection, I started thinking of this idea of the change. I think change is a statement. But all we did together is part of our path, is part of my path too. So I didn't want to change, but I wanted to change the perspective of people looking at Valentino. I wanted to go deeper in my aesthetical roots. And so I starting this collection thinking to myself. So to what I do really like, what I'm close to. And so I went back to the period between Middle Age and Renaissance, which was another big change moment, because with coming out from the Middle Age, arriving to Renaissance, I think it's interesting this moment of change. I wanted to use this painting in a way that for me was another moment really interesting of transition. Was the moment from punk, late 70s, early 80s, from punk to 80s, powerful years. And Sandra, I think she was the last punk that was looking at maybe 30s. So I kind of like these links of time together. I asked Sandra to reinterpret the Garden of the Lights. So I went to London, I met Sandra. She worked with me in this collection. We did several prints together.
So Sandra Rhodes has interpreted Hieronymus Bosch for Valentino.
And I wanted that everything is like Olympic. You run together, and then there's someone like me in a certain moment that I have all together, and I want to elaborate everything with the freedom. Because as Nietzsche used to say, there's a moment that you have to forget your past. Being aware of your past, but there's a moment when you have to forget your past to build your future. And that's what I wanted to feel the freedom of mixing times, eras, transitional moments, punk with Giotto and Bosch, everything together without reverence, because I didn't have any reverence for this past. I just worked as what it is.
Are people going to see a huge change then when they see this show?
I don't know. I didn't want to think what people will see. I just wanted to feel free. So I don't know if you're going to see a big change. I feel to be in my shoes. And I feel to be in my place. That's very important for me. This is the place which is super close to my cause, my aesthetic, to my values, because I want to deliver the values I believe in with this collection, but in this house most of all.
So do you think that this is something you wouldn't have done before?
I don't know. I didn't ask to myself if I did or not. I just did what I wanted to do. It's super personal, much more than ever. So that's why I didn't want to react and doing, I want to do a change, or just to feel what I wanted to do, not to feel if we already did together or not, because I don't want to deny what we did together. We did in this house, and I think it was good.
So is fashion your way of connecting with people, do you think?
Kind of. I think it's kind of fashion to me. It's like a storytelling. It's like a narrative, and I wanted to tell stories.
There have been some very interesting changes in Paris this Fashion Week. I love change. God, I wish I could change sometimes. But if you want to know what I think about all of this, please subscribe to The Business of Fashion on YouTube.